Well, let's see. I'm working two computers at the same time so I can actually bring this show to you guys because it's been a wild, crazy, wacky last 2 or 3 days for the Breaux Show. So, I think we're just going to go ahead and get this thing started. All right. Hold on while I change a couple things here. Let's change the picture. Nope, that's the wrong picture. There we go. And let's play our intro.
I'm Gigi Edgley, and you're on the Breaux Show.
I'm sorry. What?
We are live! Oh, for booting up cold!
Groovy.
No, Waspinator has a headache in his whole body.
How am I going to fix that?
Give me some sugar, baby.
I don't think so.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Yes.
Oh, great! We're all gonna die!
Perkalabba ding dong.
Good evening. Are you ready? It's time for the hype of the night. The Breaux Show! And now, here's everybody's favorite two-stepping host, Michael Breaux!
That's right, folks. That's right. We're rocking, we're rolling, we're going. Yes, that's right. Welcome to the Breaux Show, episode 50. Or we made it to 50 episode. And you know what? It's just a normal episode, but I saw that number and I went, we've got five sets of 10 episodes, 50 episodes of the Breaux Show here, done, of this radio podcast I started just under 2 years ago. What the heck is going on? And we just started off as this little show to hang out and do things and talk about fun stuff. It was going to be a half-hour format, then it went to an hour, then went back half an hour. We had a Geektastic, we took it out, we went on hiatuses, and here we are. We're 50 episodes in. Welcome. Have fun. And if you're new to the show, welcome. You are now part of what I call hashtag Bro Patrol. You are part of the members, the family of this group of crazy people like myself who enjoy a show that talks about toys, pop culture, movies, TV shows. Oh, and we have the occasional deer. Right, intern deer number 4? Nah. And judge deer? Nah. And of course, we've got several characters on here, including Deadpool Mike. What are you talking about? Yeah, all right, you wow! And then we also have Spin Master Snake, so I'll talk about him in a moment. And of course, Alf. Alf shows up on the show from time to time and hangs out with me. He actually hung out with me this weekend at a convention I'll talk about momentarily. So, Alf, how much fun did you have today? Well, you see, I went up to the counter to get some food. I wanted to get some food, and you know what they had? What did they have, Alf? Well, I went up there and I said, hey, Mikey, can I get some hot dogs? Wait, no, I don't want hot dogs because I don't like dog, but I wanted some hamburgers with cats in them. And did they give it to you? They didn't, but they did have ketchup. Ha! I know, folks. I'm sorry. Alf, go sit over there and go play with your pet kitty. Okay. No, don't eat the cat. I'll try. All right. Anyway, so yes, that's the kind of show we have, folks. Needless to say, let's get this started. Let me go through some of our sponsors here. Yes. And if you want to join in on a conversation, you can go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/The Breaux Show. That is TheBreaux as an X-ray, SHOW, aka The Breaux Show, not the big fraternity show that's out there that's called The Breaux Show or whatever. No, we're the cooler show because we're Cajun. We're spicy, but we're always gentlemen. So needless to say, we're just a little bit of fun, a little bit of wackiness, a little bit of craziness. But let's get through our sponsors here. First up is RetroCon 2015. Matter of fact, I actually have to update the graphic if you're watching our screen right now, because RetroCon officially announced this past week that they are the convention for the retro fan in you. You can go check them out at retrocons.com or retrocons on Facebook. But also, they were a 2-day show this past year. They decided to go with a single-day show on September 12th. So wait, scratch that. They are now a 2-day show again, September 12th and 13th. It's been officially announced. I'll update this graphic shortly for next week. But yes, RetroCon is going back to a 2-day format. They heard the people, they listened to the people, and they got their 2 days back. Yeah, brother. Yeah, RetroCon is now 2 days again. Okay, sorry, had to go with it. It was just going because if you're joining in the conversation at the Breaux Show on Twitter, even we have at Joe Battlelines, aka Fred, and he was saying that I was double fisting PCs. That's right. It's not very PC to say, but I was double fisting the PCs. Anyway, moving on. We also have Kokomo Toys and Collectibles, where you can find all your retro toy needs and wants. Visit kokomotoys.com for more information. Very cool store. I've bought a lot of stuff from them over the years. Definitely check them out. And if you are a sponsor, if you are a toy store or a comic store or just a fun geeky guy or gal who wants to promote maybe some artwork that you do or a show that you do or photography that you do, let me know. I'll be glad to put you guys in with our sponsors here in the beginning of the show here so I can mention you and talk about you and say everything you got. I also do featured site of the week, which I'll do later in this episode as well, where I talk about one in particular in detail. So shoot me an email. Go to host@thebro show or shoot me a private message on Facebook. I will be glad to see what I can do for you. Now, moving forward, we also have, I think, one of my favorite sponsors, and they don't even know they're a sponsor. That is right, Deer Park Water, the official drink of the Breaux Show. Deer Park, where it tastes like real deer. But before I go forward, I do have to play the unofficial disclaimer for this, so give me just one moment.
Nestle Waters North America Incorporated, Deer Park, and any affiliates are not a sponsor, official or unofficial, of the Breaux Show. In fact, we're pretty sure they couldn't care less about the Breaux Show or Michael Breaux. No deer were harmed in the making of this disclaimer.
That's right. We don't harm any deer, right? Intern deer number 4? Nah. It's a good thing Alf doesn't eat deer, right? Oh, no, Alf, Alf here doesn't eat any deer because it's very sinewy. It's very not tasty. Nah. Wait, I've never tasted, I swear. Nah. Okay, guys, separate rooms. Intern deer number 4, you stay in the studio. Alf, go back to your corner with your plush kitty. Okay. Nah. See what I got to deal with, Judge Deer? Nah. I know, every day. I'm going to drink some Deer Park water now because it tastes like real deer. See, folks, wacky show. And if you're listening, you're part of the Bro Patrol and inserted with the wackiness, needless to say. So we're going to be covering a little bit of this and that this weekend on this show here we made it to 50 episodes. For episode 50, November 16th, 2014 of the Breaux Show. Now, last week, I didn't give away a toy. This week, and if you're joining in, normally I give away something over the weekend just for fun. It can be a toy. It might be an autographed picture. I've got a few kind of sticking back here for Christmas. But right now, we're asking for your help. Oh, wait, that's right. Hold on. Spin Master Snakes, which is Snake Eyes the DJ. Play us into the show. Wow, that was awesome. Woo! I wish you guys could really hear him here in the studio. It is awesome when it's live. Spin Master Snakes, go get yourself some water. Have some Deer Park. Now, moving forward, as I was just saying, we normally give away toys once a week or something kind of cool for the show and whatnot. But right now, we're asking for the Bro Patrol's help. We're asking you to hashtag JustBro it for us and our second annual hashtag JustBro it campaign for Toys for Tots. Last year, we asked for donations for Toys for Tots. This year, we're doing the same. And I want to give a big shout out to the 2 donations I've already gotten so far. I'm not going to list any names yet or anything quite yet or whatnot. I don't want to, embarrass anybody, but we do have a little bit of money already. So I'm looking forward to getting more. You can go right to thebroshow.com and right on the top of the page, there's a link for the hashtag JustBroIt campaign. You go right in there. It explains exactly what we're doing with the money. And then you can click on the donate button that's from PayPal and do it right there. You give us the money. We're going to go shopping for Toys for Tots at a local Toys R Us on November 30th. We're taking donations all the way to November 29th. But if you give us money, we will go buy it. And I will match all the PayPal fees so that every dime that you give us, every penny that you give us, will go towards this actual buying of toys for children for the holidays. And I'm going to match a little bit more. Up to about $100, I think I can just match. If I get anything more, well, then I don't know. I'm going to try, but I'm certainly going to be able to do up to $100. So if we can get to that threshold, oh, yeah, it's going to be a good Christmas for a lot of kids, I can imagine. And as much as I say, give me money, let me go shop for you and make it easy for you, I don't mind. If you guys don't want to give me the money and you want to go to your local Toys R Us or buy toys and drop them off at a Toys for Tots donation center in your own building, in your own office, in your own workplace, in a corner down the street where they have an open office already, if you do that, I am perfectly fine too. I want to just see Toys for Tots get all the toys they can this year. It doesn't matter where it goes to, as long as we do something for them. It can be $1, it can be $5, it can be $10, it can be $20, it can be $30, it can be $50, it can be $1,000. Whatever you want to do, whatever you can afford to spend, let's make sure kids have a great holiday season. Whatever holiday they celebrate, whether it's Christmas, whether it's Hanukkah, whether it's Kwanzaa, whether it's any other holiday where it's around the same time as Christmas, which is what I associate myself with. Yeah. Let's do this. Let's make sure kids have smiles for Christmas. That's the way it just should be. Yes. So needless to say, we're looking forward to that. So go to thebroShow.com and look for the details there and how you can donate to us when we will go take the money to you. And on November 30th, when we go shopping, we're going to live tweet and live picture throughout the entire shopping process, from the point we walk into the store to the point we buy all the toys, fill up the baskets and everything, and get them, pay for them, and just drop them in the basket there. That's it. They're not even going to make it out the store. They're going to go right into Toys for Tots donations and go right out the door for some kids to have an awesome holiday season. So, yes, let's do this. Hashtag just bro it, and let's make a kid smile for the holidays. All right, now, speaking of the holidays, there was a meme that came up on Facebook in my personal feed recently, and I had to share it with all the Bro Patrol here. And I know it's been kind of making the rounds with a lot of you guys who work in retail. And I'm going to read it to you, and then I'm going to talk about, I have a few thoughts about this, okay? But it stands out. Cashiers and associates are only human. They do not create the rules. They are not in charge of their store's coupons, sales, or discounts. They are often paid minimum wage to put up with all sorts of people. Please be considerate this Black Friday, and I'm going to add, any time that you go into a store. They are there to help you to their fullest ability. Now, what that means is these people who are ringing you out at the register, these people who are helping you out by picking that toy for you, or by picking out the great crock pot, or finding the right tree for you, or getting you the right turkey in the grocery store. It's important that you remember they're not getting that question from just you. They probably had that question 50 times in the last 4 hours for their department that they're in, or for their cash register they're at. Of course, they may or may not know all the different coupons that are happening. They may or may not know all the sales, because let's face it, a lot of associates, a lot of stores are saying, okay, we're going to have a sale for this item here, this item here, this item here, this item here, this section here, that section there, this section over here. Oh, and we're going to have this little sub sale for this particular kind of DVD when it's packaged this way with a special kind of label. And they're not going to remember all that. And it's not because they're not smart and they don't know everything. It's just too much information being packed into a very small time frame, that Black Friday weekend especially, where they have to remember. No. And you can't be that customer. No matter what you say, you can't be that customer that says, well, I want it for this price and that price, and you're going to give it to me because I'm a meanie. No, don't be mean. If you think it's supposed to be a different price, be courteous and say, oh, hey, I have the printout here, or I have the actual printed paper, that sale paper that shows what it is. And at end of anything, at worst, they're going to call a manager to come over. And the managers are going to be just as frazzled because they've had to deal with probably a lot, let's say, not as nice people. And you know what? Let them take their time to come over. Have fun. Make the cashier laugh. You know what? Or if you're just ringing out and you're not having to deal with any kind of price change or anything, have fun. Make them smile. Make sure that you look them right in the eye. And when they say, thanks, have a great day, you know, and they're sounding kind of tired or whatnot, you look back at them with a big smile yourself and you say, you know what? You have a great day. And it can't be that bad. You'll be out of here soon, right? You know, or just let them know that the holidays are only a few weeks to be and done. Make them laugh. Get to know them a little bit. You've got maybe 2 or 3 minutes with them. Have fun. Make them smile. Tell them a silly joke. Do a dance on a tutu, whatever it takes. Make their day better. They'll make your day better, and it'll all be a greater holiday season. Now, I say this because I worked in a retail store. As most of you know, if you've listened to the show and know who I am, you've listened to me, and I've talked about the fact that my very first retail job was KB Toys when I was 16. Worked there for almost 3 years through 3 different Christmases. I worked 2 more different Christmases at Toys R Us, just a Christmas season where I sold video games and such. I also worked at FAO Schwartz in Boston and FAO Schwartz in Chestnut Hill up in Massachusetts for about 3 or 4 different Christmases as well. And the last couple years, I worked Christmas time while working other jobs even at the small little Old Doodles toy store that used to be open in Chestnut Hill, Pennsylvania. I know what it's like to work in a store. And I tried to make it a point every time we got to the holiday season, I was the one cashier who tried to make people smile as well. So sometimes you get to run into that person too, who you're going to try and make smile. They're going to try and make you smile, and you guys are going to have a great laugh, and the day is going to be much better for everybody. So let's bring a little joy to everybody and not just, oh, I got to buy this. I got to go over and do that. And just don't be that person. Be the happy guy. Be the happy gal. Be the person that makes that cashier who's probably been there since 5 o'clock the morning before. You know, they've been there. They had to work on Thanksgiving Day. And quite frankly, hold on, I'm going to go off on a little tangent here. Any retailer who makes their people work on Thanksgiving for any reason, you know what? Fine, open up at midnight. That's technically Black Friday. That's 12:01 a.m. That's Friday. That, you know what? Fine, do that. Anybody who has you working from 5, 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night on Thanksgiving Day, they suck. That's right. I went PG-13-ish there. They suck. And that includes Toys R Us. Yes, Toys R Us does a lot of great things with Toys for Tots and everything. But come on, Toys R Us. Come on, all you other stores. Don't open. I know of a lot of malls that are opening like 6 p.m. on Thanksgiving Day. No, don't do it. Just stay closed. Let your workers have the day with their family. That's all. Okay. Tangent over. Back to, let's just be nice to these cashiers. They're going to need it. So, that said, let's move on. I just wanted to bring that up a little bit, especially at the top of the show, because it's very important to me. And I just want people to know, treat these people with respect. I've been there. We've all been there, I'm sure. If it's not been directly in retail, maybe we were supporting a retail store, supporting customers of some way, some fashion. Yeah, let's just make sure they're treated with respect. And as a customer, we treat them with respect too. Sorry, had to have some Deer Park. It tastes like real deer because, yeah. Right, intern deer number 4? Nah. Hey, I want to go buy me some cats at the cat store. Do you think the pet stores will sell me some? Al, no. Okay, listen. As much as I say we've got to treat them with respect and they should treat us with respect, the pet store is not going to sell a Melmacian who eats cats to you for a snack. Oh, man. Hey, Mikey, do you think if I go to... No, don't even. Just go over in the corner. Just go in your corner. Okay. All right. We'll get to you in a bit, okay? All right. Now, this past weekend, the great Allentown Comic Con happened, and it was in Allentown, Pennsylvania at the Merchant Square Mall. And before I go off talking about how much fun I had there, I do want to mention it is a very confined space. It's a very small place to go to. And they have a lot of great stores, however, outside of the convention that if you don't even go to the convention itself, you could probably find some great deals on some cool toys, some old vintage pieces, and all the different shops that are around there. It was fun, but again, it's a very tight convention. I think they need to expand it more, and I've heard that they think they're going to a different place soon. I don't know how it's going to affect the merchants in that mall there, but definitely I'm hoping they expand a little bit. However, the last few times they've had trouble getting tickets that people bought online and people to go through. This time they actually had a booth outside of the building where you could check in, either pay cash or check in or get a charge your tickets, and you could go through. So it worked out a little better, at least this time around. So not too bad. I will say that. But once you're in there and once you're in the room, a lot of great tables in the actual convention room and a lot of great fun. So I just want to show you a few pictures of some of the things that I had. So that I got to see and do. And I even ran into a few friends, including Kevin and Scarlett, a.k.a. Unemployed Skeletor, and Scarlett from the Cobra's Finest there. And I got to run into Jim from JFCP Photography. I ran into, oh gosh, where's the card here? I got all sorts of stuff around. But yeah, I ran into all sorts of cool people. I'll make sure all the links are listed, and I'll talk about them over the next few weeks here too. So needless to say, me and at Perkle47 went on Saturday, the first day of the convention itself, waited outside for a little bit to get in. It was kind of chilly, not too bad. Once you got in, yes, It was crazy. There was a lot of people there, but it was fun. A lot of great tables, a lot of great merchandise. I even pointed to a few things I may have wanted for Christmas, and I'm thinking that at Perkle47 may have purchased them for me when she told me, go away. And maybe they did. I don't know. Here is the Finest showing up with their troop builders. We have a Cobra officer and Cobra Fem Trooper. I know the Fem Trooper. It's actually Scarlet in Disguise, I think. Yeah, she's infiltrated Cobra, folks. Watch out. We also had Thor. Yes, that's right. Not just Thor. We had Frog Thor. Somebody showed up in full frog outfit with the Thor costume and a Thor hammer, and I thought it was just brilliant. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. We also had the little doctor dressed up as Rocket Raccoon with an awesome costume that his mom put together, including modifying this toy mask that's out there that's a great mask so that it fits his head better. I just thought it was amazing. And then Drax showed up and tried to, take out Rocket, and Rocket, of course, won the day. That's the way it rolls. That's the way he rolls there. I also ran into today on my own, I ran into Superman and Psylocke. You know what? Superman tried to fly off with Psylocke, but then Lois showed up and it wasn't pretty. She just said no. Just was not going to happen. Now, let me take a quick peek at Facebook and Twitter, see if we've got anybody going here. Yes, we've got Clever Little Minx on Twitter here. And she's saying she went through the same thing about the retail stuff when the Halloween store. I can only imagine. But now that is past, we can move on and it'll get better. It's got to, right? Right? Yeah, that's it. So let's move on. Also, Alf came with me today, and we ran into Catwoman, a.k.a. Catwoman from the Gotham City retirement home for villains and superheroes. And she showed up with her walker, but she had her cats all over her walker. You can see Alf is trying to take the cat away from poor Catwoman. No, you can't do that. Alf, you tried to eat her cats. I know, they were right there. You can't do that. He kept on going up to every Catwoman there and saying, hey, you got any cats? And yeah, I know you did. And what did I say? No. Yeah, they were smart. They didn't bring their real cats to the show. Number one, they might get lost. And two, they knew you might show up. I know. Needless to say, it was fun for all. Now, we also have the Putty showing up, and Alf had a little fun hanging out with him. He was very sticky. And then Duke Nukem showed up, and he tried to shoot me. Well, you tried to eat his cat. I know. And I think this was one of my favorite costumes of the day, the evil Queen Regina from Once Upon a Time. I knew who it was instantly, and she was gracious enough to try and take Alf's heart. It hurt, but I still have my heart. I know, I had to barter for it. What did you give her? You don't want to know. What did you give her? You don't want to know. Nah, don't know. It wasn't anything that you have to worry about, intern number 4. Nah, nope, not even you, Judge Dear. What did you give her? Alf, I gave her Lucky. No! Anyway, okay, so moving on. I also ran into Sonny Olin, which is one of the famous costume players out there, along with like Eric the Smoke Roberts and Eric the Smoke out there too. She was gracious enough to take a picture with Alf as well. She even told me that one of the lunch boxes she had as a kid that she would carry all the time was an Alf lunchbox. She did? Yeah, she did. I didn't hear that. I was looking for some cats. I know you were looking for, quote, cats. So, no, it wasn't what you think, folks. Anyway, moving on. Now, I did meet a few people, including a pink Power Ranger, Miss Catherine Sutherland. Very gracious to take a picture and do an autograph for me. I also met David Fielding, the original Zordon. That's right. The floating head himself, Zordon, telling him, may the power protect you. He was very cool. He was the first guy I talked to during the convention, and very gracious, very super nice guy. I actually may or may not have an autograph from him that I might be giving away at some point. So keep that in mind, Bro Patrol. I also met Miss Gigi Edgley. Some woman who played Chiana on Farscape. She was there promoting a new thing that she's doing with Runic Films called #. It's a Kickstarter program for a new small short film that they want to take to Cannes, that they want to produce and film, and she's going to star and co-produce it with her own company as well. I did an interview with her. I posted it yesterday, a live video one. A lot of people saw it. A lot of people liked it. I'm going to attempt to play this now. Give me a moment to get to the video here, and we're going to see if you guys can actually hear it. I don't guarantee this will work. I'm going to listen to see if it does. If it does, great. If it doesn't, we'll move on with the show. But it's only a couple minutes. If I can get it to play, we're going to go for it. So here we go.
Hi, this is Mike Breaux with the Breaux Show here, and I'm here with Miss Gigi Edgley, and she would like to tell us a little bit about a fun thing she's doing right now called Hashtag.
Yeah, this is an amazing film that I'm working on. It's actually really exciting because it's the first time I've ever done a Kickstarter, and it's a whole new process for me because for the longest time I worked on massive productions, and you've had to at times give away a lot of your artistic integrity because obviously you've got to fit the character how the producers would like to see the character or how the network would like to see the character. So this is very exciting for me because this is a private company that approached me. Wow. And we're making the film together, and you can check it out. It's Hashtag, and you can check out the Kickstarter through Runic Films. You can see that.
And I'll make sure to put the link on our page.
I really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
And it's very cool because for the longest time, the fans have been so supportive and so amazing along my journey. So I want to keep making projects. I record music, write comic books, make films to give back to you guys because you've been so amazing for me. And there's heaps of amazing rewards also through the Kickstarter. So please support us. I think we're on 20 days left.
Hashtag just Breaux it. Make sure to check that out for us.
That would be amazing. And our ultimate dream would be to take it to Sundance and Cannes and Toronto Film Festivals. So we'd love you to come along with us on this amazing journey.
We would like to have that and help you out, and we will do everything we can to help promote it for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you, Miss Edgley.
No worries. I'm Gigi Edgley, and you're on The Breaux Show.
How crazy is that? Whoa! A full interview right there on the floor, and she was talking about Hashtag. So definitely go check it out. The link is already on the page here. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can go and donate any amount that you want, and there's different cool things that you can have for prizes and whatnot they'll give away, including signed DVDs and whatnot. You can bet your bottom dollar we're going to help promote this for her. Oh, and you know what? A little side note, today is Gigi's birthday. So if you happen to see her on Twitter at Gigi Edgley, go ahead and tell her happy birthday and tell her the Breaux Show sent you. So yeah, absolutely. Today is her actual birthday is today. So at Gigi Edgley on Twitter and tell her again at the Breaux Show sent you. So yeah. Yeah, yes, and Fred has said, did I meet Pip? I met Pip, and she was so cool and so tiny. I mean, she had 6-inch heels, I think, just to be able to be nearly as tall as me, and I'm a short guy. So, yes, I met Pip. That was, I gotta say, that was pretty darn cool. But, I did get a picture, and I got an autograph personally for myself from an original Star Trek alum, Nichelle Nichols, Uhura herself, the communications officer, one of the sweetest women I have ever met. And the fact that when I walked up, and I'm carrying Alf, I didn't expect anything of it. As soon as I walk up and get my autograph and get a picture with her, she goes, "Ooh, let me hold that little guy." She held Alf for the picture. What? She's like, I gotta have. So yeah. Super sweet woman, super awesome, just awesome lady. And can I just say, just a class act all the way around. She had a panel on Sunday today, and I got to go to it. I checked it out. I recorded some of it there, and I did record one other thing there that happened. So I'm going to play a little bit of audio from that right now.
I have one simple question. In
There are no simple questions.
I hope this is simple. We'll see. In the scene where you kiss William Shatner,
I knew it was not simple.
I just want to know, did he at least use breath mints?
Did he what?
Did he use breath mints?
Breath mints?
Yeah, did he make the mouth smell good, or was it not so smelly?
I don't know what he used, but he had a wonderful kissing breath.
Thank you very much.
And I made sure I brushed my teeth. Thank you. Yes.
Hi. Love your sense of humor.
Thank you.
On the note,
I didn't know I had one.
Oh my God, that was the best. I knew that if I had a moment that I could ask her a question in the panel, that was the question I was going to ask. And I said, you know what? I'm going to just go for it. I'm going to have fun with it. And she just nailed it. He just smelled so good when oh my God, she is just so much fun. So Miss Nichelle Nichols, I don't know if you'll hear this or not, but thank you for making me laugh. And I can't wait to share this because not only are almost all my friends huge Star Trek fans, but I have one Star Trek fan in particular I can't wait to share this story with, and that's my Aunt Jan. Now, for those of you who don't know, when I turned 21, I actually ended up moving from Louisiana up to Boston, and I lived with my Aunt Jan for about 2 years or so. My mom's sister from her side of the family, I knew her, and I'd seen her over the years, through different visits and stuff. But when I lived with her, and it was just me and her house and her daughter and her husband and their 2 kids in their house above us, I got to learn that Aunt Jan was a huge classic Star Trek fan. And I can't wait to share with her that I got to meet Miss Nichols here, because it's going to be a sit down. Hi, Aunt Jan. I want to, say hi, catch up. Oh, and here, I want to show you something. And she'll be like, oh, yeah. So needless to say, well worth it. It was so much fun. So thank you, Miss Nichols. And that was the craziness that I had going on at the Great Allentown Convention this year. It was a bit fun, just a little bit. And last but not least, where we met a little doctor on Saturday, we saw Bean on Sunday. Bean is our friend Henry's daughter. Let me make sure here. Hold on. I think he may be tuning in. I want to make sure that I catch him as well. Yes, I'm double fisting the PCs again, folks. I'm double fisting the PCs. So I'm having a little bit too much fun. Yes, no. Henry is a huge Star Trek fan, just like me, and it was fun to see her and his wife and her younger sister there, and she loved Alf, hanging out with him, and she had a Tribble. We tried to feed the Tribble to Alf, and he just wouldn't go for it. It was very somewhat tasty, but they kept on making more and more and more, and I can't eat too much. I might just blow up. Even though I have like 4 stomachs, I can't eat that many Tribbles. But they're cute, they're cuddly, they're like cats. Cats are evil. That's why we eat them. Oh, that explains so much. I know, right? All right. Well, anyway, so thank you, Miss Bean. Thank you to everyone there who had a lot of fun. It was great. So, woo! It was a bit of a crazy day. So now let's get on to Deer Park, the unofficial official drink of the Breaux Show. Deer Park. Where it tastes like real deer. Let's move on to one of my other favorite segments of the show here. For those of you, it's live, folks. It's live. You can't make this stuff up. When you're doing this, you never know what's going to happen. But it is time for one of my favorite segments on the show, and let's cue it up right now.
This week in Geek-tastic history.
That's right. It's time for This Week in Geek-tastic History, sponsored and unofficially by Deer Park Water. So, what do we have going on in history today? Well, first up, on November 22nd, 1988, the Northrop B-2 stealth bomber is publicly unveiled in front of the media and members of Congress, showing it off in Palmdale, California. They didn't even fly it. They just showed it on the runway. It has a wingspan of just about half a football field and can reduce its radar signature to that of a small bird, and not a bomber capable of performing missions with deadly accuracy. Even the Breaux Show himself, myself, I got to see one up close and in flight at an air show in Barksdale Air Force Base back in the mid-90s. It was actually a thing of beauty. Matter of fact, if you go way back, and I mean way back, on videos I have on YouTube, to one of the first videos I uploaded in 2007. It's actually one of my music videos I did back from my days in Bipsy at Bossier Parish Community College in the 90s. It was of this particular air show, and the final shot in that video is of the B-50 or the B-2 bomber flying overhead. So definitely go check that out. It is the most single viewed video I have on YouTube. Something like 100-something thousand hits or whatever. It's insane. So definitely go check it out if you want to see a B-2 bomber live that I saw live in the air in the mid-90s. Now, also, on November 18th, 1978, some guy named Billy Joel earned his first #1 album on the Billboard charts with his 6th album release, 52nd Street. With many chart-topping singles from this album, it would help solidify Joel as an artist for decades to come. Heck, even our own @Perkle47 is a huge Billy Joel fan. Matter of fact, when I was down in Red Bank with Tony and Rose, helping them film their segment for Comic Book Men, we went into a store and they had old sheet music and I found a great book of old sheet music of Billy Joel, so that Perkle47 can play it on the ivories, or as her grandmother used to say, tinkle the ivories. So yes, and I know that there's some definite Bro Patrol members out there that are also fans too, right, Darth Devious? So yeah, definitely cool stuff. Oh my goodness. It is always crazy to say. Now, also on November 16th, I would actually play some Billy Joel music, but I have a feeling that YouTube might shut me down if I do. So I'm just going to say he's a big shot, and that's all I'm going to say. Now, moving on. And on November 16th, 2001, for those of you who worked with me at FAO Schwartz, you'll know this day very well. It was the moment in movies many people couldn't wait for, a movie coming out for a first book in a popular series that the series wasn't even complete yet. Yep, that's right, the movie Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, or as it's known in the UK, the Philosopher's Stone, opened to a hungry audience, kids and their families alike. We were swept away to Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, where young Harry Potter learned of his own history and forthcoming destiny. This movie franchise would conclude just a decade later and become one of the most successful franchises ever in movie history. But for me, I'll always like the first one the best, if only for the childlike innocence it maintains throughout its fun and simple good versus evil plot. And I gotta say, a big part of these series, they are not the best movies for me overall. I mean, I think still Star Wars is probably one of the best franchises along with Bond and a few others. However, I do enjoy this very first movie because it does maintain that almost 1980s feel to it as a movie itself. It's got that childlike innocence to it still. Doesn't have all the super digital stuff in it that's great or anything yet. It still has a feel of kind of, I don't know, rough filmmaking. And it has that score done directly by John Williams, where he set the tone for everything. And it's still kind of bright and happy, but still has a little darkness to it, much like Star Wars, much like anything else. I hold this one as my favorite of all time because I very much identify with Harry Potter at that moment in his life, at that age, too. Because at that age, I was in a very similar situation. No, I didn't do sorcery and swords and wizardry, but I did definitely have a little bit there. So... yes, at Perkle47, I mentioned Graham. So, but yeah, I enjoyed this. And the reason I say that all my FAO friends are going to remember this, we were there. We were selling this merchandise, the books and everything, just at this time of this movie. This is when we were all congealing together. So, yeah, we were there. I saw the statues of the big ogres with the snot coming out of its nose and whatnot, and Quidditch brooms and whatnot. It was definitely a fun time. All right, now on to our featured side of the week. And honestly, featured side of the weeks for you guys, for anybody listening, new Bro Patrol members and whatnot, these are places and things that I shop at or I notice or I have fun with that make me smile throughout the week. Sometimes it's pop culture, sometimes it's toy reviews, sometimes it's a place that sells stuff. Lunar Toy Store, I've bought stuff from a few times when I've been to their tables over at the New Jersey Collectors Convention when they were there just last week and about 6 months ago as well. In particular, one of the pieces I bought from them were these really cool, super articulated third-party hands, and I rarely buy third-party, but third-party hands that go with the Masterpiece Prowl, Blue Streak, and Smokescreen from Transformers Masterpiece series from Takara, and they give them these beautiful looks to them. This store also sells a lot of the Masterpiece figures from Japan only, none of the US really, and they also have Gundam model kits, a lot of third-party stuff, and even things that they get exclusives on. Definitely check them out. Definitely some of the lowest prices you'll find online, and super nice, super customer friendly oriented. They are the ones that if you had to deal with in a store directly on site somewhere, you want them because they understand the concept of be nice to the customer and the customer will be nice to you. So definitely check them out. You can find them on Facebook.com/Lunar Toy Store, on Twitter.com @Lunar Toy Store. And so, you know, for a feature side of the week, there's no solicitation. They don't ask me to promote them in this way. This is my own personal, you know what? These guys are great. This gal is great. This guy is great. This is my own personal feeling of go check them out. This isn't somebody saying, hey, I'd like to be a sponsor. This is me saying, go for it. Go check them out. So absolutely check them out. And again, I'm going to give you guys my spiel again, but it's heartfelt and it's something that is important to me. Make sure to go to thebroShow.com and check out my top of the link of the page for the hashtag JustBroIt campaign for Toys for Tots this year. I'm looking to get as many donations as I can so I can get all these great toys for kids who want a happy holiday season. And I stress again, though, if you don't want to do that, I'm fine. Just go make a donation for Toys for Tots local for yourself as well. All I ask then, share the story with me with hashtag JustBroIt. I want to know what you got for the kids. I want to know what the cool toys they're going to play with. So either way, I'm happy. The kids are happy, and let's do this. I want to break the record of last year. Last year, we did quite a bit. I'm not going to say what we did yet. I just want to know what we get this year in, and then see if we broke it. Right now, we're probably about halfway there. So let's keep going. Let's make it even more. So let's do this. And you know what? Share the link from thebroShow.com. Let's get this out there so people know. I'll start sharing it this week too. We're taking donations all the way through November 29th, 2014. That's Saturday. That's the Saturday after Black Friday. So that I can go shopping that Sunday, November 30th, and get everything in, not only as much as I can, but when there's all those great sales going on too. It's the best time because then I can maximize the dollars and get all the cool toys. So definitely check it out. And that goes to hashtag JustBroIt. These are those good deed stories that you can do just because. You know what? This is that whole idea that we can all do a good deed a day, and it doesn't have to be big. It can be something small, like holding a door open for someone. It can be buying a cup of coffee for that guy behind you. It can just be smiling at someone who looks like they're having a bad day. Oh, wait, that's what's coming up. A lot of people are going to have bad days on Black Friday, I'm sure. Let's smile and make their day even better. That's important to me, and I know it's going to be important to you, and I know it's going to be important to them. And let's just make the holiday season. We know it's going to be crazy. It's kind of quiet right now, but we're about 2 weeks out from the craziness. Let's get it. Breathe, find our Zen moments, and make everybody smile. That's all we have to do. That's all I'm asking. It's not too much, right? Right? So I will say at the Allentown convention, I did see lots of great moments of kind of hashtag JustBroIt, just good deeds for people, including, you know, even a shop owner saying, hey, you know what? Your kid has an awesome costume. And it's a kid, probably, it was a kid maybe wearing a store-bought costume. But you know what? He was having fun. He was smiling. And the shop owner was like, that's awesome. So he gave the kid $10 off a $20 toy that the kid was eyeing just because. Now, yeah, I get it. It's part marketing, too, that he's trying to get more people to come in the store. But it was still just a great, sincere moment of this kid going, oh, I can get this He-Man figure for... Yes! It was awesome. So, and a lot of people holding doors for people, a lot of people that were just smiling, having fun, high-fiving, telling people they had great costumes, or telling people to go check this out or check that out, or go over to my friend's store, check them out. It was just fun. And it's out there. It's that good holiday spirit is starting to and go into people, and let's just keep it going. And I want to hear your stories. Share them on our Facebook page, facebook.com/The Breaux Show, or on Twitter @The Breaux Show, and let me know what you've noticed, what you've seen as a good holiday season JustBroIt moment. And I have to admit, hold on. I'm also looking at Twitter and Facebook at the same time here, and Joe Battleline just shared a picture of Snow Job holding a plate, and he's yelling, "Not the mama!" I got nothing. I got nothing. It's Joe Battleline's humor. You got to check it out. He's doing reviews of all sorts of new G.I. Joe stuff right now. Go check him out, joebattlelines.com. Now, let me give you the scoop on what's coming up this week. I teased this at the end of last week's episode, right after everything has been done. Tomorrow, starting tomorrow, I'm going to try something. It's a great live toy review experiment, and this is what's going to happen. All right, I actually have details written down, so I know how I'm going to do this. I don't even know what toy I'm going to review yet. It may be a Black Series 6-inch Star Wars figure that just came out. It may be, for the poster that I put up, I actually have the new NECA Batman video game Michael Keaton figure. I could do that. I have a couple other things I've gotten recently too. But what I want to do is I want to do a new toy review. I haven't done one in forever, and I know people have been dying to get one. I'm going to show you the process. How am I going to show you the process? Live. The only thing you will not see me do live is actually type out the review, because that's boring. It takes me 2 or 3 hours sometimes, maybe even 10 minutes to bang out a review sometimes, but I don't know how long it's going to take. And once I do that, starting tomorrow, probably tomorrow night, on Monday, I'm going to go live. I'm actually going to do a live video feed for most of this, and you're going to see me recording the audio for the review. That's Monday. I'm going to take every individual line from the review. I'll show it to you, show you how I'm doing it, how it's written out, and I will show you how I record it, and I'm going to record it live while you're watching me, so you can see me. I'll talk, tell a few stories and whatnot while I'm doing it. It'll be kind of like not a show so much, but you'll see the process. Then on Tuesday, I'm going to do a live video feed, kind of a wide shot, and you will actually be watching me in my little mini studio I build out when I do the video reviews, and watch me actually filming. And again, I'll talk while I'm doing it, talk through the process and showing you what I do, and I'll show you every single shot. It can take an hour, it could take 2 hours, it could take 3 hours to film. It's hard to say, but I'm going to go through the process so you guys can see what I do. It's going to be shot for shot based on what I have in the script. I'm going to have in my mind what I recorded in the audio the night before to know kind of the cadence of it too. And I'll talk about all of that. Then on Wednesday and Thursday, both nights, because it may take one night, it might take two, I'm going to actually go through the process, and I will show you a live screen of what I'm using, what programs I'm using, how I'm editing, and show you the editing process start to finish, how I do it. The fact that I have some files that are already kind of pre-made, ready to go, to kind of speed the process up a little bit. But it's not just that. You actually do need to take the time to edit and put it together. And it's not just, 4 clips edited. It will probably be anywhere from 50 to 60 shots edited, and I talk through that process and show you how I do it, because I want you guys to see why it takes me so long to do a review when others seem to bang them out so fast. And that's not knocking any quality of anybody else out there. That's just they have their way, I have my way, and I want to show you how I do it. And then on Friday, it'll be uploaded so that people can see. And if I do a live shot, it'll be just, here's how I upload it and let it go, and then I'll end. It'll be like a 2-minute thing, but it'll be how I do it, and it goes up. So all through the week, it'll be no timing. It's not going to be where I say 8 o'clock every night I'm going to go live. It could be 9, 10 o'clock at night when I go live doing these things. It could be 4 o'clock in the afternoon if I get home early. So, and tomorrow I'm actually off, so I'm going to do a lot of the writing, get it done. And I'm going to relax a little bit after this crazy weekend too. So I'm going to do the vocal recording tomorrow so you guys can watch it. But that's what I'm going to do. and I just saw Fred at Joe Battlelines go, at the Breaux Show, watch Mike type in review real time. You'll thrill as he hits the spacebar. You'll swoon with each return. Yes, that's right. Make sure to join us on Twitter at the Breaux Show, and you'll see what's going on. So, yes, that's right. You'll be able to see the whole process start to finish, and it's going to be a little bit of a mini series that you guys can watch for the Breaux Show. And if it works well, people like it for toy reviews, that's what I'll do. I'll do them live so you can see the process each week, how it's done. And I give away maybe a couple of secrets that I do, but in me doing that, I have a feeling we're going to educate and bring out the next set of toy reviewers that are even better. And I want to get that out there and make it happen. I'm not one of the biggest toy reviewers out there, but I like to think I may do, I don't know, a pretty decent quality product of making a video. And I'd like to share that with everybody out there. So, and I don't review just Transformers or just G.I. Joe or just Star Wars or just NECA or just wrestling or just Marvel Heroes. I kind of do the whole gamut. So I have a little bit of a different way for everything. And that's the way it should be. So that is going to be the great live toy review experiment. Join us and see what happens. See the madness. See Michael as he walks away to go pee. That's right. But I will not take you in when I go pee. I promise. I promise. What about me? No, Alf. Heck, even Alf might show up. Really? I'm going to be on the live shots? Yeah, people will actually see who's controlling you. I control myself. And remember, cats are evil. Cats are not evil. I'm being told they're not. They lie. Hey, Mikey. I know. I know, guys. I got to wrap it up. So that's it for this week's show, folks. If you just joined us for the first time, you probably won't be back for a second, but maybe you will. Who knows? So, that Deer Park is really good. It's really dry in here too. It's we're getting that dry air now because it's starting to get cold around here. And yes, we made it to 50 episodes. We'll be back to 51 episodes next week. Same time, probably around 10 o'clock tomorrow next week. It was fun. And I had a lot of fun. A big shout out and thank you to everyone who I got to see at Great Allentown Comic Con this year, or this past weekend. To everybody who's been supporting me for this past week and talking to me this past week. A big shout out to all the people I met. And I gotta say, the big shout out to Gigi Edgley for her little interview for us and talking about hashtag, and a big shout out to Nichelle Nichols for just being so kind. A big shout out to Miss Catherine Sutherland and Zordon himself for just being so nice. And yes, I do have a hashtag Just Bro It video ready to go soon. I will have that up later tonight or tomorrow. And make sure to check out thebroShow.com. I'm sorry, Facebook.com/The Breaux Show. I'll post all my pictures, including all the different pictures Alf took with all sorts of people throughout the day today up there as well. Alf was a tag along. Yes, I was. And it was a lot of fun. That's it for this week's show. You guys have a great night. Have a great week. Remember, start tuning in starting Monday sometime in the evening, and we're going to start doing our great live experiment of toy reviews so you guys can have a little bit of fun. You guys have a great night. Remember, hashtag Just Bro It. Check out our page, thebroShow.com, and donate today for the hashtag Just Bro It second annual Toys for Tots campaign. And as always, rock on, everybody. Hold on, I just have to pause this real quick, only because if you're looking at the screen right now, you're seeing a shot of @Perkle47 getting a huge hug from the little doctor. I couldn't end the show without showing that. So thank you, little doctor. Thank you, sir, for giving a hug to @Perkle47. It made her smile the entire weekend. You guys rock on and have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow, actually. And you actually see me. I'll have to actually brush my hair. All right. Rock on, everybody. Spin Master Snakes, drop that fat beat. Wow, he is awesome. You guys really need to come into the studio and hear him sometime. I know it has to be even more awesome out there in live. Good night, everybody.